And so I would say this, I mean, this is probably the best way I can answer your question. There's probably 80 to 90% of the game plan just thinking about how our team lays out and how we've game planned in the past. There's probably 80 to 90% of our game plan that all of those backs can do. You know, we got some backs that can play. There's probably 15% of the game plan that we're going to specialize with each one. You know, he's really good at this. You know, so we're going to move him out there and do this with him. The other ones ain't going to do that. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. There'll be a margin of stuff that's like that, but I would say the majority is going to be stuff that all of them can run.
If there's a week where a guy or two just doesn't fit what you're trying to do, is that a mental thing that they've got to get over? You got to explain to them, hey, these guys it's not your week. Work hard to be ready for next week.
Yeah, but I mean, I can't envision really a week being like that. Based on what we do offensively, I just don't envision that. I mean, you know, we're getting to the point to where people can play so many different positions. You know, you're not going to be ideally set all the time. And like, for instance, I mean, we might have Cody in the game, and we'd be in 10 personnel. Well, yeah, you'd want Jordan and DeKill out there, but we started the drive in this set, and we didn't sub. And so the flux, you know, the great thing about the way we're doing offense is we don't have to sub. We don't have to sub any formation with any human being. And so if we start off in 10 personnel, that's great. But if we start off in a tight end set, then we can go to empty the next set. We can go to 2 back the next set. We can go to 11. Yeah, I mean,
go back to back.
And so with that being said, there might be times where ideally, yeah, you watch a play on tape and we say, well, I'd much rather DeKill be at that slot position than Cody Clay. But Cody can do it. You know, he knows what to do. He can execute it. Is it going to be executed at the speed that DeKill does it? No. And so it's not the perfect situation, but we're going to sacrifice a little bit of that for not subbing and getting lined up and playing. Does that make sense?
Coach Shawan was just talking, and Cody mentioning too, that it seems like with the running backs coaching over in the slot and playing a lot of slot this year, there's a lot more coaches kind of mixing in the different personnel, different groups. And Cody even said that the running back room feels like the wide receiver room at certain points. How do you feel like that's been going just among the entire coaching staff?
I think it's going good. I mean, I think that I've always believed that you can't have an ego with your position. I've always believed that. So I mean, if I have to say something to Wendell or if I have to say something to Mario, you know, there's nobody that should have an ego about that. I mean, there's times where J1 and Lonnie might mention something to me about quarterback. I mean, this is all working together, you know, and even more so now because of all the moving parts. I mean, you know, you got running backs playing a lot of receiver positions, so obviously Lonnie's going to have a lot of say-so with that because he watches that a little closer. J1 can't watch everything, just like I can't watch everything. And so when we're going through practice, it's good to have a number of set of eyes at different angles. And if you see something wrong, fix it, you know. The same way with protection. If I'm standing back there and see something that the right guard's messing up, I mean, I'm not going to keep my mouth shut because I'm not the O-line coach, you know. We're going to reload it and get it fixed, you know. And I mean, and Crookie, I mean, he has no issue with that.
Yeah, we're all on the same page because of that.
Yes.
Not really there are no egos.
Coach, how much film work do you do from practices that help the coaching staff correct some of these issues that you see?
How much film study?
Film study.
Well, I mean, up until midnight every night or 11 o'clock, you know. So I mean, if we get off the practice field at 8, we eat with the guys. But from 9 till probably 11, we're watching film and making corrections. And then we get back in the morning and do the same thing. We'll probably watch it over again, and then we'll watch it with the players. And so, I mean, it's as extensive as you can get, you know, as far as pinpointing things. And so, trying to get as efficient as you can get.
Thanks, Coach.